Guys, how you doing? My name's Tommy, and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. Now, over the years, I've made many different recipes of baby back ribs, but on today's show, I'm gonna make my wife's favorite. Alright everybody, look, my name's Tommy and we got a action-packed show. This is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. You're going to want to hit that subscribe button. You're going to want to ring that bell so you get notified on every time I make an upload. And look, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this recipe. It is greatly appreciated, especially if you've not commented before, right? And look, we're going to talk about this rub in a bit. This is a custom rub you're going to want to make for this recipe. Now look, this is the easiest way to get the membrane off. Flip it over, go right above the bone with a spoon, get your finger under there and work it all the way through, and just kind of lift up, right? This is the easiest way to get it off. If the butcher hasn't butchered the membrane, she'll come right off in one piece. Now look, this is my wife's favorite recipe. This is a no wrap, no spritz, about a 4-hour rib, right? You're gonna wanna follow along and you're gonna wanna make this rub. Now I'll have the ingredients down in the description amongst other things, or you can pause the video and write it down, of course. Alrighty, look, now what we're going to do is we're going to get that rub and we're going to put it on all over the ribs, the tops, the underneath. Make sure you get the sides and make sure you get enough on there. Like I said, this is a no wrap, no spritz. Put away your margarine, put away your brown sugar, your sauces, because this is going to be a put them on the pit and forget about it. This is probably one of the oldest rib recipes that I've been making. I believe this goes back to the Weber Gasser days. I believe this was taken out of one of my old Weber books. I'd say I've been making this recipe for over 10 years. Now look, once you get that rub all over the meat, you want to get yourself a little plastic wrap, lightly wrap it, and put it somewhere for 2 hours, because that's where she's going to rest. And now look, what's going to happen here is that rub is going to pull all the moisture out of the meat. And it's going to look something like this. Now look, you want to have your pit set at 225 degrees Fahrenheit. I got some oak in the hopper, and oak in the ash, and a couple of chunks of cherry. And we're going to let these ribs run at 225, like I said, for 3 hours. And this is a no-look recipe. Now look, you're also going to want a water pan in the pit. There you go. Shut the hood, and no peeking for 3 hours, no spritzing, no peeking, and that's that. And we are at our 3-hour time, and there you go. Now, basically what you want to do here is top off your water pan, of course. You just let it run for 3 hours, and also just check the ribs for any hot spot. Make sure they're not burning anywhere. Also, you're going to want to turn your pit up to 275 degrees Fahrenheit to to take these bad boys home. And you see we got a little pooling on the top there, and that's okay. We see our rub is setting up quite nicely. I mean, this is flavor central with that rub. Like I said, 275 Fahrenheit. Now we're going to let it run 1 hour without checking. Okay, so that'll be a 4-hour mark. And there you go. And now look, you're going to want to probe it, right? Probe it tender, but also you're going to want to get a check of that temp, right? You're looking for something over 200, right? 202, 203. You see it's not super pliable. I'm thinking we're going to need another 15 minutes from that alone, but let's get a temper check. That would be a temperature check. They certainly do have a nice color though, right? And you see we got some pull back on the end. And let's see. We're slowly up over 2 there, lagging under 2 there. It is probing nicely. 203 on the end, 198 there. We're going to let them go, like I said, for another 15 minutes. So total cook time on this cook will be about 4 hours and 15 minutes. That's 3 hours at 2¼ Fahrenheit, 1 hour and 15 minutes at 275 Fahrenheit. There you go. Oh, yeah. It's hard to read that, but we're probing over 200, and that's exactly where you want to be. So we're going to get these suckers off. We are not going to wrap them. We are not going to sauce them up on the pit. That is a pretty nice looking rack, if I do say so myself. So what you're going to do here, look, it's a 50-50, your favorite BBQ sauce and honey. I know a lot of people don't like honey, but if you don't, then just go 100 on the BBQ sauce. If you don't mind the honey, like I said, 50-50, and give her a good basting. I find this recipe works a little bit better for the baby backs over the St. Louis, as there's just a little bit more fat content on the top. Now look, after you get those basted up, get a piece of foil, let them sit for about 15 minutes, and rock and roll. The old hickory out doing the number on these ribs, of course. Oh man. Oh yeah. This is 4 hours and 15 minutes, no muss, no fuss, no wrap, no margarine. And I'll tell you what, juicy as juicy can be. My wife's favorite rib, and after this cook, it reminds me how good I like these. Probably one of my favorite ribs that I've ever made. Oh man, look at that. I'm trying to get those juices in there for you to pick them up. I mean, look, this is a must make. It may be a little bit more time consuming in the beginning to get that rub made and get that rub on, but look, once you pop these on the pit, it's basically you're checking them 1 time, 2 times maybe. Oh man. You've got a little pull on that meat, right? Alright, look, we're going to get ready to dump out of this video. This was a awesome cook. These are a must make. You got to try these. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you get notified on all my future uploads. It is greatly appreciated. We got some Masterbuilt rocking. We got some Pit Boss. And of course, we got the old Black Stone rocking. And you know that these ribs right here are definitely Molly approved. And yeah, she's always at my feet. Until next time, we will see you soon.